Okay, welcome back, guys. Whew, it's been a pretty hefty week. Hasn't been a full week yet, but close enough. Since we stopped doing Greaterplayer series, so gonna pick it up again with a little bit of a more interesting, I guess, like set. I suppose the remaining couple of things left are pretty cool. I think that today I kind of want to try to go Ogre Ice Elementalist again, but this time running a little bit more of an interesting style. Now, I'm not going to say this for a 100% guarantee, but I am thinking of going with Chei today. Now, Chei has been a guy that has not been done on any real channel of note that I can think about. I can't actually think of one that has actually done a Chei game, especially one with a mage, which is pretty interesting. So it should be pretty cool to see what happens, but we'll see. So I'm pretty much just gonna be playing this normal, but if I get the chance to pick Chei, I will pick Chei. If I don't get the chance, then you'll have to forgive me, but I should definitely pick the god that goes first, right? I shouldn't try to go too far out of my way to pick Chei, because at that point it's just detrimental to me. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go pick up these stones. Can't use a buckler, so that's fine. Amulet of Faith. That's probably gonna be useless for this character. If we are gonna go Chei, it's really not that great, and all the magic gods are also not incredibly good. So the sling that we got just then is pretty useful for us. It helps us deal with a lot of the early game stuff. Slings are pretty good early. And it means that we don't have to really train Throw Frost because we pretty much have the long range sorted out now. It's actually very strong this early in the game. I think that getting a D1 sling is pretty good luck, I'd say. Usually, you'll actually see me, I think it used to be more before, but nowadays it's a little bit less, I suppose, that you see me use slings. Mostly on weaker characters, you'll see me dip into the slings area. You don't need to train it exactly, you just need to kind of have it. Freeze against the adder is very effective because freeze cannot miss, and I believe it also ignores AC. The downside obviously is that it's melee, and it has a somewhat high miscast rate for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why that's the case. Alright, cool. Throw some rocks. Okay, the worm I can probably kill with just stabbing it or tabbing it with the sling. It's pretty good. Alright. Pull away from this guy. I want to make it so that I don't have to fight all the jackals at once, because if they surround me I could die. I just kind of throw my bullets. Okay. A little bit of a bad shot, that's fine. Ozakubo's armor I'll eventually learn, but not right now, I think. I think it's not too great this early, because I'm going to be losing a lot of my offense for it, and it's still slowing me, so it's eh. It's probably better for me to just be casting freeze. I'm going to pick up the tomahawks as well, just in case. Try to read a scroll. Okay, it's teleport, that's fine. So with Chei, I shouldn't really talk too much about it yet, but basically Chei's the meme god. It's really not a great god, but a lot of people just like him for some reason, because, they fall for the stats meme. They're like, oh, it's so important to get stats that Chei must be good. But no, it's pretty bad. Same reason why Ponderousness is bad. Because you're getting, mediocre benefits for a detriment. But having said that, I still want to have a game of Chei on the channel, just because why not? I mean, I ordinarily would do a Chei of melee, but I think that it's not as good now, because melee hybrids suck pretty bad. A lot of the spells got removed from the game, pretty much, like repel missiles and such, so we have a much worse time being a Scald. I mean, before you could do whatever. You had a lot of stuff before. You had some decent options. Haste, repel missiles, blink, that kind of thing. And Passage of Globria was obviously a bit better. But now we don't have that, so yeah. Had to freeze that adder even though we were getting hit by 3 people there. Okay, just gonna try to freeze this guy down. Nice. As you can see, freeze is pretty effective this early in the game. I'm probably gonna go for the ice beasts. Actually, no, we can learn both. I think I want the Ice Beast first. I think the Ice Beast is much better than Throw-Icicle, honestly. Like, as weird as that sounds, because I know that Throw-Icicle is a pretty good spell. I think that Ice Beast is just better. Money for value, I guess. This is a terrible Scarf for us, because it just screws us over. Book of Changes. Sticks to Snakes isn't horrible, but I think that it's going to cost us too much XP. Okay. Octopode Fighter of Fedass. That's actually an enemy we might be able to kill. That's so sad. Like, we could possibly just kill him with the sling at 0 skill. Okay, never mind. He actually does damage. What? Okay. Not something you would normally expect from an Octopode Fighter, but fair enough. Okay. This is Sky Beast. Not a great thing to see on D3. Kinda just have to, like, pray that we don't die to this guy, I guess. Ooh. He left a puddle of water, the sneaky guy. Alright, Freeze was pretty damn good there. Just kinda smacked him down a little bit. Don't know why I'm going down a different staircase when all these staircases are the same thing, but hey, we're doing it. I really wish I could kill this thing, but I don't have enough damage. Like, undead are naturally resistant to cold, so I already have a deficit before fighting this guy. Bit unlucky, but hey, whatever. Okay, is he over here? No, he's actually not. What? Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna play this, like, pretty slow, I suppose. Come on now. Why are we so stealthy? Stealth ogre. Come on now. Killing with the sling, lol. This is so sad. Should be using stones to save the sling bullets. Stones are good for, like, just killing random crap. Sling bullets you can use to make it like a slightly more limited but slightly better weapon. Or, like, yeah, it like basically gives you like some amount of slaying. Some unidentified amount of slaying against enemies. But sling bullets are rarer than stones, obviously. So maybe I'm just ranting again. Who knows? Alright, cool. Probably will have to skip this floor at some point. We're already on D3. It's pretty insane, but we're at 5k turns. Okay, gonna turn the corner here. Abuse the corner tactics to force enemies into melee with me. Make sure to watch that video, by the way. I'm surprised how few people have watched it compared to the other one, but how many people liked it. Like, the ratio is way higher than the other one, which is promising. I do really hope that's a video that becomes a classic. Alright, let's see if you fall into a shaft. Okay, you just don't fall into the shaft. Like, this is literally a meme, man. Octopode Fighter of Fedass. Like, what the hell is that? What's that all about? Oh my god. We might have to just skip this floor. This is becoming a little bit unbearable. Oh my god. Ugh. Let's just switch to a weapon here. Just beat his ass down. The reason why I'm doing this is because I can cancel out if I need to. Alright, perfect. Ugh. Man, we're still trying to clear this floor. It's been 3k turns on this floor alone. A lot of turns. And we haven't even, like, fully cleared this place either. Like, this is a pretty decently sized vault, so, like, it tells me how much I've missed. It's pretty crazy. Man, adders get destroyed by freeze. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and pick up Ozakubo's armor now. I'm not going to really use it, but for the time being, we can think about it. Alright. Remove curse. Probably just one more scroll. Okay, D4. We still shouldn't be, like, there shouldn't be too many problems with this character. Oh, what the hell? Something invisible. Probably, yeah, it's a Sky Beast. Okay. I was gonna say, would have been really scary if it wasn't a Sky Beast. Okay. Getting just kind of hit by these. Alright, we have to teleport here. As stupid as that looks, we have to teleport there. Just because there's too many guys there. We'll just ignore them though. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Am I still recording? Yeah, okay. I don't know what that was. Alright, lava over there. Could potentially mean that there's something cool. Oh, short sword of draining is pretty good. I'm gonna use that as my melee weapon. But the sling is still pretty good. Ah, it's Quaslaw. Okay, fair enough. Okay, gonna freeze him. Freeze, pull upstairs. 71 HP is pretty good to have on D4. Like, it's not bad. But it is kind of accompanied by, like, some weakness in the mid game. That's kind of worth it. Oh, Rune Flail. +3, yeah, that's not good. Damn, this Dagger of Draining does some good work. But Freeze is still, like, slightly stronger, I think, in terms of pure damage. Level 8 already on D4, my goodness. Glowing Quarterstaff, now could that be a good thing? No, okay, that's fair enough. I'm like mostly just trying this stuff out in case like there's something that's really useful here, though it's unlikely. I'm gonna dump both my enchant armors onto the robe, just because I don't really feel too confident in the early game. Scroll identify, just put that on a potion, I guess. Ah, yes, a cloak, not bad. See, the Scarf of Spirit Shield is bad because it's gonna take my mana away, and I already have enough health to tank. Like, I don't need more garbage health because like I'm not protected at all by dodging and armor and whatnot. Like, it's much better to just have flat HP. Sorry. It's much better to just have my mana rather than lose it to trying to keep my stupid defenses alive. Like, my defenses suck, and they will suck for like most of the game. Unless I get some really insane loot. Like, it'll be pretty bad. Okay, so summon Ice Beast at 24% now. That's not bad, I suppose. Ogre. Can I get a... Oh, that's good. If I get the Ice Beast, that's pretty good. Alright, I'm not exactly sure what I would have done if I hadn't got the Ice Beast, but it's not a question I'm going to answer. I'm going to decline to answer. Whip of Flaming is pretty bad. Honestly, all that stuff is pretty bad. The reason why it's bad is because whips are low tier, like in terms of damage, and brands don't make it any better. The Flaming brand, sorry, doesn't make it any better. This doesn't look like Temple, but it could give me Che. Hep, Wujan, Eli, and some other guy. Uskyle. God, Uskyle. Well, I still don't like Uskyle. Fundamentally. Not a fan. There been any ones? No. Okay. It's really weird playing this game this slowly. It's like a very odd feeling. Because I'm so used to like, for the last couple of days, as you've been watching, I got, it's a pretty good speedrun done. If you haven't watched that, you probably should. I got a really cool run going. Or a decent run, I'd say. Alright. This is a little bit unlucky. Alright, not bad. Managed to handle it. Pretty good. We just need to like get our ice beast up and then we can mostly do stuff against these enemies that are still cold resist. Because freeze is just not going to work at all. But summon ice beast. Still does semi like fist damage because it's ice fist. It's not just ice. Oh god. Alright, wow, we actually got 2 in a row. That's not bad. Kill it. Kill it. God damn it. Ugh, that was pretty bad. Okay. We are not able to cast anymore. That is pretty scary. We're still casting, but like, it's not good. Oh man, we got really badly drained. Jesus Christ, man. Like, come on now. There's gotta be a limit here at some point. Like, this is just ridiculous. We actually can't cast anymore. Like, this is so stupid. Oh, that's really bad for us. Oh man, that sucks so bad for us. We're like Crimson Drain. We can barely cast spells now. Oh my fucking god, dude. And the only downstairs are like up there as well. Holy crap. This is not good. We need to be able to find an enemy downstairs that is like a whole bunch of enemies that are like super shitty and weak. Oh, okay, that's really good for us. +5 Ring of Slaying is amazing for us at this stage. Because it means we can rely on the melee a little bit. Because this weapon is like insane at 0 skill, and we can just keep fighting him. Just need to be pretty careful as to how I do this. I can't be too greedy with it. More int. Alright, I'm actually going to be able to work this drain off, unless I find something really stupid. Okay. Damn, dude. An entire floor worth of EXP isn't enough to get me out of this drain. That was a lot of drain. I could have killed the green guy. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay. Not good to be in that corner, yeah. Alright, cool. We still haven't worked the drain off. My goodness, this is gonna be scary. I'm gonna try to pull a B up. Just one. Take them all on one at a time. Because I know they come in packs, but we can kind of separate them a little bit. It'll be okay. Like, singular Bs die very quickly to freeze. It's just that freeze isn't good at dealing with AoE. Alright, our drain is manageable now. We can almost cost ourselves again. It's pretty nice. This +5 Ring of Slaying really makes me want to go melee. But there's no reason to. Because this character's already mage. And as I said before, diversifying when your character isn't like really good at doing that is not a good idea. Okay. It's really weird playing this slowly. You'll have to forgive me. Okay. Ooh, potion shot, that's good. It's gonna be a bit of a power boost here. Ambrosia's not bad for its money. I'm also gonna pick up a might just because it might be useful. Get it? Might. I'm a funny guy. Ooh, what's this robe? Ooh, magic resistance. Alright, I'll take it. Whatever. It's not bad. Alright. So temple should be on this floor. It has to be on this floor, actually. Like, it's this... Like, it has to be on this floor. Otherwise we missed it on the other floors, and that's unlikely. Considering we fully explored everything else, I think. So we got pretty screwed with the whole, like the whole temple RNG, but that's fine. Character was actually pretty solid in the early game. I think that it's reproducible. Enchanted short sword. Just gonna go ahead and get some beasts and then walk away. Come back in for the final swing. There's the temple. Alright, shall we pick Chei? Now, as I said before, I need to do this with a disclaimer. Don't pick Chei. Like, please don't pick Chei. Chei will slow you down. Chei slows you down from the start. So I move at 1.3 now. Basically, I'm a Naga. For literally no benefit right now. I actually have 0 benefit from this. So if you think about it, I am completely boned. I've kneecapped myself before I even started. Like, this is why it's not a good idea to do it. Because it's absolutely impossible to, like, justify picking him at 0 pips. Because he's just so, like, worthless. He gives us, like, nothing this early in the game. So I'm a bit scared, but... yeah. Like, by the time he's really strong, you pretty much don't need Chei. It's pretty sad, so... I don't know. Like, I need to make these like caveats because there's always gonna be that one kid that's like, why did Chei? I better do Chei too. Like I don't ever want to be a person who advocates picking Chei. Like, look at that. I just got shot like 16 times more than I had to because I couldn't move away from that fucking centaur. Like, yes, he would have shot me anyway, but he would have shot me less, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, the thing about Chei is that you can actually kind of get around what he does by summoning stuff. Summoning is actually not bad of a counter against him, of a way of like reducing his handicap, because the summons get in the way of stuff. Which is why I picked Ice Elemental. I said this is going to be the most appropriate starting background other than Summoner, because it's just like very simple to get your stuff up really easy. Alright, Summonings is at an acceptable level now. Let's go ahead and train some Conjuration. So right now we're gonna hopefully start getting some nice stat boosts from Chei. Once we get to like 1 pip or something, we'll start getting some extra int and stuff, which will help us with our casting somewhat. Int for spellcasters is not is good on Chei. Like I'm not saying it's bad. Chei's not all bad. This is really frustrating because like, see, now normally you'd be able to like walk away from that, but you actually can't in that scenario because he'll just kill you by the time you walk away. Again, classic situations where Chei is not good. Alright, so we picked up 1 extra skill stat in each, 1 extra point in each stat, which is good. Because of Chei's 1 pip. We'll eventually get that up to 15 overall, which is not. It's actually noticeable at plus 15 of each. Like plus 15 is like where I'd say is like it actually is quite noticeable. But everywhere else, come on guys, like seriously. Even plus 9 I wouldn't even give a shit about. I wouldn't blink twice at it. I barely even blink for friggin' plus 15. Like he's literally the meme god. Like not only is he like gives you stats, but he also like has a horrible downside, which no other god really does have other than Hep, I guess. And Quaslaw, but no one likes talking about Quaslaw. That's an insane amulet because it has just everything we want. Magical power is also pretty good. Poison resistance is amazing. Damn, that's a really nice set of stuff. And that's a really cheap amulet too. 358. If you compare that to like the poison resistance, that's cheap, man. So I guess if we get acquirement, we will go for for jewelry, just because our poise is useful to have. Alright, as you can see, the plus 5 slaying is carrying us pretty hard. I've been meleeing a lot of things because I know that the dagger is really strong. I need to get used to not moving too much though. Alright, pull away. Okay. Again, much more useful for us to have summons because it lets us walk away and stuff. Alright, so now we're moving even slower than before, so certain enemies will be even worse for us. Holy moly, that was scary. Okay. Okay, not bad. Identify the ring, I guess. That's pretty garbage. Because it enhances fire magic. Oh, it doesn't reduce ice magic. Okay, I didn't know that. We don't really need this flail or this dire flail, I think. Hand axe electrocution probably doesn't need to be here either, but just having a little bit of a nod to the, fact that it's electrocution. Nice. Alright. It's not the greatest position, but with 3 guys, that's not bad. Alright, so we're starting to get pretty decent effects here. I don't know if I should stop training ice magic and just start training like other stuff, but for now we'll just keep training it. So I need to get used to like pre-summoning stuff, like rather than fighting and then summoning at the same time. I gotta like summon early so that I have a chance to walk away. So if I don't do this, I won't have a chance to walk. Okay, that's a troll berserker. That's pretty bad for us. But plus 5 slaying is pretty damn good, so smack him down. Look at that. Not bad. This is actually alright. Like the plus 5 slaying is amazing. I'm gushing about it. It's so sick. We have a -3 to short blades, otherwise I'd be training that shit so fast. Okay. That was a bit scary from the double-headed ogre, but we got it. Okay. Whew. Alright, look, we're gonna start training invocations because I feel like that's important. Don't really need spellcasting right now, but I think we'll just keep training until about 10, I'd say. If I pick Spider Form will still make me slow, right? Because Chase slows me through that. Whatever. As you can see here, like even when we walk back from 10 speed enemies, they will still catch us. Usually not a big deal if the enemies are just weak and you can kill them anyway, but in those situations you wouldn't be running, right? You run when there's a lot of enemies, or when they're really strong. That's kind of what this is. I picked Chei for this, I picked Ice Elementals for this very reason though. Ice Beast, and also Ozakubos, and also Freeze, like all 3 synergize with it pretty well, so with being slow. Like, they all don't really want you to move anyway, so it's quite good. Okay, that's a pretty scary enemy for us to fight here. Just hit him with some lightning to start the fight. Holy shiz. This is a very scary fight for us now. I need to kill this troll ASAP. Okay. Oh god. Can we lightning here? Yes, we did it. Nice. That was good. Ring of Ice we will hold on to but not use, because the Ring of Ice is going to make us RF minus, which we don't want. Troll Leather Armor gives us literally no change in our spells. That's really good. Gives us not really more armor, but it gives us regen at least, which is not bad. Alright, so Chei's abilities, I haven't really gone over them yet. So Bend Time basically slows everyone around you, including allies. Temporal Distortion, it's kind of like, imagine if every enemy on the screen just disappeared and then you pressed 5. That's kind of what it's like. It goes forward a couple of dozen turns. He has Slouch, which is like this big AoE damage thing based on how slow you are relative to them. And he also has Step from Time, which is skip like 20k turns. Yeah, it's the best way to explain it. This is so sad. Remember when I said this is like really sad? I meant it. Oh my god, fuck. Oh god, I'm gonna heal here. Yeah, see, that was not fun. I'm not gonna worry too much about the labyrinth here. It's no guarantee that I can even get through the labyrinth, and I just don't want to really risk it, honestly. So what I should have done there in that early lair was I should have precasted my 3 ice beasts before I started the fight with Komodo Dragon. Like, I got a bit tunnel visioned on the other guy, which I don't remember what it was, but got a bit tunnel vision there. Should have immediately started the fight with the stuff, with the ice beasts. More cold resist, we really don't need that. 1 AC is better right now. I don't really need more conjurations, honestly. Let's go for some more dodging. I don't really like the way this training is going right now. You really never see me focusing down dodging, but I want to get a bit, I think. Alright, so Chei is giving us a little bit more slowness. Okay, let's get this Phantom Mirror. So like pretty much on sight, my reaction should be to press ZD 3 times every single time I start a fight, because it's just like absolutely mandatory that I have them up. So I guess in like weaker situations you don't need 3, you can just have like 1. I have no idea how I can deal with Hydras. If one gets in melee with me, I'm 100% dead. Like, I need to make sure that I have Ice Beasts cast as quickly as I can. I think that's the strat. Alright, so we've got access to Slouch, but it's not going to be usable for a very long time. Okay, Gastronok, that's pretty bad. Let's go ahead and Magic Mirror him. This is pretty bad. We need to go down to a different staircase. Alright, so if we can get Gastronok to die, that'd be pretty nice. If he does have the Hat of Pondering, that's actually kind of good for us. In the way that, you know, like, suicide by, like, you know, euthanasia is slightly less horrible than just regular, plain old suicide. It's pretty dark, yeah, but it's what happens. Okay, wow, Gastronok just got killed by himself. Well, we did nothing there. Alright, we got a hat. Thanks, man. Let's go ahead and enchant the hat, I suppose. 2 extra AC is always nice. No, Gale, the Soulbinder, where is she? There she is. Okay. Managed to kill her real quick. Okay, need to kill the Komodo Dragon early. Man, Ice Beasts are just carrying so hard. Wow. I've barely done anything this whole game. It's just been Ice Beasts. Ah, feels good, man. Feels nice. How long have we been recording? Only 29 minutes, too. Wow. This is a fast ogre game. For a mage, too. Wonder why. Must be the speedrun. It actually might just be the speedrunning. Like, just so used to playing fast that even my slowest is fast now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the reflection. Oh, wait, actually. Is that the best one to buy right now? For this character specifically, magical power might actually be better right now. Or poison resistance. Poison resistance, I think, is less good at this exact moment because it only works against poison enemies, and also I need to go in with the mindset that I'm not supposed to be in melee with enemies. So magic power is actually better in this case. That's a little bit of an interesting leap of logic, so I implore that you think about that. I don't know why I'm using high language, that's pointless. Like, I don't know, I think it's actually good that magical power is a cool contention for like this character. Pretty interesting decision point, I suppose. Shiny Naga barding. How come there's no ogre bardings? Like, on my toe or something, like. Oh, I could be dead here. Yeah, this is really horrible. Snorg and Thingo is just gonna straight kill me. I can't do anything about that. Like, I might be dead here on this floor, just because I don't have a way of really dealing with those enemies. If I fight one of them at a time, maybe. That's not good. Shout. Okay, as far as fights go, that was really good. Pull back for Harold. Get 3 more guys. Damn, dude, look at these ice beasts go. Holy moly. I really do want to come back there, into that Ock Club area, because the shield looks really interesting. If I can get a good shield, I'll just start training shields right now. Like, shields is pretty good. Oh, shiz. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, my ice beasts are retarded. Okay, ice beast, you need to stop being so stupid, please. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Okay. Fine, I suppose. Oh, we got another book. Airstrike is not a bad spell. It's not a great spell, but it's not bad. Swiftness will never be learned because you can't use swiftness. I think we'll hold off on it for now. I don't think we need to think too hard about what we want to be in the future. We can either be a mage, or we can be like a half melee, or we can be like a summoner. It's one of the 3 really. It's not a big deal which one we are. Book of Minor Magic. So that gives us access to what exactly? Mephitic Cloud is not bad. Blink is amazing for this character, so we'll definitely pick that up. Maybe Mephitic as well, just because it's cheap. Alright, it's fine, I suppose. I think we'll train. As much as I'm loath to do it, I might actually turn fighting off. No, we'll keep this on. I'm stubborn to a fault. I won't. Oh, that's so sad. This can do 35, right? Oh, wait. No, I can just blink. Well, I'm an idiot. Oh my god. Already we've seen blink being really strong. Holy crap, that saved my life already. It's only been like half a second, I've already got it. Damn, dude. Feels nice. Oh, also, if you're thinking to use polymorph on the Occlobs, which I believe that some people would think, no. They're gonna turn into death cobs, and you never want to see that. Oh my god. Oh god, that was pretty bad. Okay. Katabla plus. Or plus. I don't know why it comes out as PUS. It should be POS, but yeah, whatever. Alright, he just disappeared, I guess. Man, these ISPs are not smart. Spellcasting at 10. Alright, we said we'd turn it off at 10. Let's train some translocations now. Try to get that stuff nice and up and running. Oh god. Yeah, like I said before, like if the Hydra gets in melee with me, we're probably dead. Just have to make sure that we have like as many ice pieces as we can get. Alright, blink is at 4%. We want it down to like 1, I think. Okay, dodging is level 6. We have 14 evade. This is like not a great situation for us to be in. Okay, wow, we actually got him. Nice. That was pretty good. Right, again, as long as we have a lot of ice base up, Hydra's not an amazing threat, but it's alright. Okay, so we're at 5 pips now. Most of our stuff is pretty good. Translocation can go up now. We'll train some more conjurations just because it gives us Mephitic down and also makes us our icicle a little bit stronger. Seems okay to me. Guess we'll focus conjurations rather than dodging. I don't know. Like I said, I don't feel like dodging is something that you really need to ever have maxed out, like in terms of like your skilling. It's usually like a secondary skill that I prioritize. So I train it at 20%-ish most of the time. Like, of course, it depends on the character. If you've never had dodging and you suddenly need it really bad, yes, put as much EXP as you want. But like in the general normal sense, like no, you can just kind of let it slide. Alright. Another ring. Ring of Stealth. Not as good as +5 slaying, honestly. Like, not gonna lie. Not that good. Again, I'm holding on to the Ring of Ice, just because it might be useful. I don't know. I don't really intend to use Ice, because I don't intend to have that much fire resistance. The Ring of Ice, sorry. Oh, that's horrible. It's actually Slouch. Oh, no. This is quite bad. Let's teleport here. This could be really bad. Yeah, this is really bad. Oh my god. How do we make it out of that? Did we make it out of that? I'm like tapping the key very slowly to make sure that I don't get like randomly cornered, because if I get cornered I'll just straight up die. Okay. That was just a bit unlucky. We got the Dream Sheep and the Torpor Snail at the same time. Like we have to kind of like separate those two before we do anything. Okay, this is better. See, like the Dream Sheep by themselves are not as horrible. You can kind of like manage them a little bit, as long as you like kind of stay away from them with summons. But the Torpor Snail on top of that slowed me. Like, so it was like I was taking like extra damage, and every time I wanted to attack, I would also take extra damage. It's just not a great idea. How? I absolutely hate Dream Sheep. I think they're the most stupid thing. Like, they have non-resistible things. Like, anything non-resistible is just, like, a non-resistible paralysis, like, say what you want to pretend it is, it's paralysis. Like, it's not a good idea, guys. Like, to have paralysis in the game, non-resistible. Like, come on now. This is gonna be awkward no matter what I do, I think. I'm just gonna go down this staircase. Alright, this is still kind of awkward, but whatever. At least we got our foot in the door this time. How long have we been recording? Jesus. It's not been a fast game. It's an amulet there. We already got Faith, so there's not really anything that this could be that's bad. Oh, get rid of this stuff. Come on now. So much stuff to drop. Okay, just kill that Black Mamba. I guess we'll ID it. Magic regen's pretty good. We're gonna eventually swap it out for the reflection, but you know, for the time being, it's fine. We actually have some decent dodging now. 15 is not the worst I've ever seen on a ogre. It's pretty good actually. Step from time still needs to be lowered, I think. So I'm gonna keep training Invo. Chei's like one of those gods where like the invos are actually really strong, but you know, you have to really know how to use them. I will profess that I don't really know how to use them. I know what they do. I know how to use them to some degree, but like it's not like I know Trog or I know Aquara, for example. Like I know those gods inside out. I know exactly what the point of them is. What like exactly how it's going to affect my character, but this one's like kind of not as large a sample size, I will say. That was a really dumb move forward. That was quite stupid, actually. We will pay for that. Alright, let's Rod of Clouds here. Switch to my Ozukubo's armor. Holy moly, we get a lot of armor from that. It's pretty good, actually. How much we get? We get, oh wow, we get like 9. That is a lot of armor. Okay. Death Axe, not so impressed. Just gonna move away from them for a little while. Just to minimize chances that we get backspawn, I'm gonna walk backwards pretty much. Just cover my tracks. Make sure I don't get killed. If that is the elephant graveyard, we might be in for a rough time, but based on how we just dealt with that, it's not too bad. Alright, so Conjuration's 7. It's fine. Like, it looks like this character will be a Conjurer. We don't really know though. It's hard to say. Oh, this is the troll thing. Okay, we should probably deal with that last. Enchant. Oh, sorry, the ID. Gonna put that on the Rod of Clouds. Might as well. Rod of Clouds isn't horrible at 0 Evo. It's just not amazing. Oh, that's awkward. Oh man, we missed. We missed a movement. Christ. Alright, not bad. Okay, Death Axe, I have no idea how we're gonna deal with. Okay, apparently just like that. What? Okay, this character is apparently pretty good. Stab, come on. Whew, alright. Crocodilo, get killed. Some gloves. Hey, oh wait, no, I have fat ogre hands, don't fit in gloves. Damn. Can't you just like put it on your head or something? Like, give me that that bonus like magical property. It's really annoying to not have that. Hell, even some extra AC would be nice. Oh right, we have Mephitic. I totally forgot that we have that. Having said that, we probably don't need that much ice anymore. We'll probably go for more ice. More conjurations. Probably go for more like fighting, I suppose. Just get some more health. If we find like a decent weapon, I might actually consider switching to a bit of melee. Just a touch of melee. Just because the +5 slaying is just so insane. I'm kiting back at like the slowest speed known to man. Feels good, man. Yeah, with the magical power, as you can see, like we have such a huge tank of mana. We can just keep casting like forever. It's insane. That's why I say that magical power is really good on mages. It's like very underrated because on melees and stuff, you're so used to it being just absolute trash. Holy Christ, why do you do so much damage, Troll Shaman? My god. Gonna get 3 ice beasts here. Alright, wow, that dire elephant went down pretty easy. Brass. Ring. Poison resistance. Alright, that's good. Oh, it actually automatically took it off the shopping list. That's very nice. This game's a lot more smart than you'd think. A lot smarter. I suppose both are grammatically correct to some degree, so don't flame me. Alright, wow. Well, there you go. So we got our Ogre of Chade down. That's pretty impressive. First try too. Now the question is, will the character survive? Find out next time, I guess, because we ain't gonna find out today. Let's just drop some ones while I'm just rambling a little bit. 6 scrolls of amnesia. That's a lot. That's very comforting. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it here, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoy this series, leave a like, so it might prompt me to do it more in the future. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. See you all tomorrow.